Oh, I bet I know which one it is.
Much trial and tribulation.
And we are going live on Facebook.
I don't think so. I don't see it.
Hold on, I've got to type in the episode.
Oh,
Episode.
damn it, man.
I know.
God
Episode.
damn it, Zach.
Episode X. All right. All right. I'm gonna leave Fairy Meat is not esport up.
Why not?
All right. Let's see here on YouTube. Is it live there? Yes, I am actually showing. Only me and you watching. Let's see here on YouTube. Yep, on YouTube. But I'm gonna see if I can chat.
Where's the fantasy or where's the Facebook one?
It should be up. Yep, Facebook is live now. It says so.
How come I don't ever see that?
It says Frog God Games. Oops, wrong one.
Damn it! Did you send it to the wrong thing?
I did. Let's do the right one.
Well, shit.
Hold on. You ready?
I cannot find it.
You'll find it on my stream. There you go.
No, I found it.
But it's already down. Anyway.
Did it crash already?
No. Here it goes. All right. So I am up. I see no chat, which is a good news. And now live stream to Facebook. Skeeter, we are up there. Okay. This is actually not part of it, but I left it out because I really like the art.
That's great.
Yes, it is. So I actually saw you this weekend, Skeeter Green. We were actually picking up a bunch of books. Heavy books.
Picking them up, loading them. Well, some of us were loading them. Some of us were picking them up. Some of us also disappeared.
Well, I was working. You forget.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
That's
fine.
And so
I know that your wife was working hard.
Well, dude, that's because I invited her to work hard. That's the whole point.
Because she's totally tougher than you.
Oh, she's smarter too. But the good news is I can actually ignore that half the time because when you're dumb, you can ignore lots of stuff. No, we were out in she is Jen the Ripper. We were way out in Washington State, me and Jen, doing work for Frog God by being there for the giant packing situation that was Rappahannock fulfillment that included maps and included the Toma Horrors, a lot of all the other books for them, and it was about 3,600 packages and one angry postal person.
Oh, well, there was one super angry postal worker and her helper.
Her helper he was awesome. He played Swords and Wizardry, and he didn't even know where he was.
Yeah, he was a lot less angry than his cohort, but I can tell you right now that it was extremely difficult to pack books with my accessory. So,
but the best part, when you made it work when you weren't supposed to, you were only there for entertainment, Skeeter. You didn't know that.
I did work.
You did, and you weren't supposed to. Your wife was going to be mad. Well, no, but Rappahannock weighs about 4 pounds. And even by itself, we shipped over 1,200 books. And then Toma Horrors weighs about 2.5. So by the end of those days, we were tired.
So when I was there on Saturday alone, there was 4 pallets that were, 4 feet high of books. There was probably, quick estimate, 300 books on each pallet.
Doug Zilsdorf says that he loves mass mailings. I love them too when I live in Arizona and the Webbs do all the fulfillment in Washington.
Finch, you don't tell me to talk louder. That's Zach screwing up my mic level.
That's right. Oh, I can't help it.
No, Matt said I need to talk louder. This is the same volume I always talk. Zach has screwed up the levels somewhere.
I'm lucky I have a mic that works. Muted. You're a bit muted. Yeah. Hold on, Skeeter. Let's see here.
Raise my level.
I don't know if that's going to work. Let me try it in Skype real fast. Hey, watch Matt screw it all up. Is there an echo for the stream, by the way? Because I did read.
Yeah. Does anybody have an echo issue? We're actually going to get this going pretty soon.
We are.
I don't. I think it sounds fine.
Okay. Excellent.
But I'm loud in my own head.
Well, you're loud in my head too. So you know what? I think it's just Matt. No, honestly, no echo. Thank you, Jen. My wife, actually, Jen the Ripper, showed up and she said there was no echo.
Yay.
So,
all right, let's get this.
Let's go in. So anyway, so we were in Washington and we were packing books, and all that reminded me of is why I don't want to make a box set ever again. Just the remembering the difference between putting a book in a box, wrapping it up, and taping it up real nice and putting it on a thing, versus having a box with 30 things in it.
Like that?
Like that, yes.
That I'm pointing right over my shoulder?
Yes,
that I haven't opened yet because I haven't caved
Bill
in.
and I opened it. Yeah, I caved in. I caved in totally, but Jen said she'd buy me a new one. So
I'm going to open that one in a minute.
All right, well, so I say we get started, Skeeter Green. What we do here each time we come on is I have a problem. I have too many box sets. I got 2 more today. And these box sets, I rarely have time to read them, but I do love them anyway. But I figured that we're going to randomly pick 3. So I picked 3 at random. Skeeter has no idea what they are. I rarely actually understand them. Go!
Before we start this, before I roll the 12-sided dice of fate, I'm going to pitch somebody's book. Since you do box sets,
all right,
books.
Go ahead.
I just recently got this.
Stephen who?
I don't know, some guy. He makes models.
It's a nice looking book
and some art. It's a beautiful sketchbook. Very nice. I got tipped off to that book by Mr. Tim Kask. Perhaps you have heard of him.
I have.
He was talking about it on Curmudgeon in the Cellar. Very nice little podcast that I enjoy. And he actually has enough class to promote other websites, like what I'm about to do.
I should turn off your stream. No, Uncle Matt's D&D studio. Uncle Matt is Matt Finch. He kindly lets us pirate his channel so we can have a good time. He actually has intellectual things that go on. For instance, he talks to smart people, except for me and Bill Webb.
Yeah, he's much more highbrow. We are the bottom of the barrel. We are the mass entertainment section.
Well, except for the mass part. Except for the mass part.
Right. We're the mild entertainment section.
That's exactly right. So, Skeeter Green, why don't you give me a dice roll and we can begin?
I'm going to give you a dice roll. 12-sided dice, seldom used.
5x3.
That will be the middle box set today, Zach.
All right, this is the one that will be. This is the one I know least about, and you might know. Ready?
Oh boy. I know a little bit about this. I know it involves superheroes.
It does. It does involve superheroes. Now, is this some of the audience can answer, is this a phase rip? Is that what they're always talking about for the system that runs this with dice?
What?
I think it's. What the hell you're talking about. I think it's the system, how it's designed. Someone will answer, but maybe or they won't. So we got a judge's screen. I do not know what came in this set. This came packed full of stuff, and so that's why I bought it, because I could tell it had extras. So it's nicely color coded. Looks like a comic book. You've got a universal table that this basically tells me I shift, feeble, poor, typical, good, excellent. And at that point, we'll stop because you wouldn't roll higher, right?
Maybe.
Well, the results of Skeeter Green's jumping you can see by his arm. See, I have 2 good arms. Yeah, there we go. Look at the judge's screen. It comes with Marvel Manhattan, which looks suspiciously like actual Manhattan, but probably a lot cheaper.
So when did this box set come out, Zach?
You know, I should consult my handy dandy copy of
the book.
Yeah, we'll have to find the book. So actually, you're gonna look.
All right. All right, I'll look this up.
All right. I believe it's in mid 80s, probably 80, 45. It might say inside this. Jeff Grubb wrote this one in what year? Copyright.
Oh, boy.
Oh, don't speak that. Battle book. There we go. How about this? Campaign book. Says
1984.
That's exactly what I can't find still. Yes, 1984. Yes, it is. So, I did not grow up on comics. I have developed more of an interest in them now because I find these stories and like the hero's archetype in the dark, the difference between like a superhero from born with it, the superhero who earns it or is given it, versus ones who have items. I find that really fascinating. I think it's like a modern day mythology. But growing up, I thought it stunk. I thought the X-Men were lame because I liked hobbits and I cared about fighters.
Were you stung as a child? What is wrong with you?
I don't know, but I was really picky and I picked Dungeons and Dragons.
You could do both. I did both.
I'm a focused guy. I'm a focused guy. I had the Dragonlance comics and I had the AD&D ones.
Dark, shitty comics that were crazy and expensive and involved a lot of disembowelment.
Yeah, I bet it was that was the 90s. Yeah, during the height of the dark comic phase, where there's a comic store in every corner and we're all speculating.
Pretty much.
Like tulips.
Yeah. And the speculation did not pay out. Let me tell you that.
Well, I believe it. So, all right. So the Breeder's Bombs, which sounds kind of like a birth control, but is actually a module by Jeff Grubb. So I know Jeff Grubb just a little bit. I know that my boss plays D&D with him. He's like the nicest guy. I just want to say, anything he writes, I'm determined to actually go, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he's a level of smartass that you really don't notice right off the bat.
Well, it's funny because I've never seen it.
Pretty cool, unassuming dude, but if he feels like he can pull a smartass maneuver on you, he'll totally do it. He does it to me frequently.
Hey, have you seen this Colossus guy in any shows?
Yeah, but that's not the one from.
Oh, boo! Well, there you go.
That's the goody too. Well, yeah, that is kind of the goody.
One of the things about superhero games that I think that somebody I know has actually cracked the code on to make a little difference. Everybody wants to play heroes they know or powers that match the ones they know, and so you have a hard time sometimes with the story because it's not a dungeon crawl. It's a very different kind of like adventure written, and I know somebody thinks about superheroes all day and all night, and he thinks he found a way to do it that seems really cool. It's for the Mega Heroes that's coming up by Jim Wampler.
I am interested to partake in this.
I am very interested. I actually have seen the playtest. It looked a lot of fun. I know that these systems were fun. I know that people played Marvel quite a bit because it was the X-Men, because it was, I'm going to say a DC hero here. I just know it, so I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I will. So, we got one book. I don't think the screen came in the box originally, and I believe this is with the adventure. So we have a battle map, right?
Yay, battle map.
Yep. And this looks like that's a battle map to what? Does anybody know?
That's X Mansion.
Xavier's office. I would have known, but that was quick, Skeeter. All right. So
you think I'm new?
Hey, I saw the Deadpool walking through there. Anyway, so Breeder Bombs is a short adventure. It even says in the back, takes desperate man to attack the X-Men single-handed, but revenge for a murdered partner makes a man desperate. No kidding.
Wow, in the chat, Mr. Jim Wampler already has a fan base. My wife.
My wife too, actually.
It's the chat right there. It's like,
he can't help it. So. All right, so we have the Marvel Superheroes campaign book. This looks like exactly everything published by TSR in the Redbox era, right? So if you see Dr. Doom, got your modifiers. Yep, got your modifiers. Got your every other row shading on there, or every third row. Yeah. No, I like the art. I don't know comics well, but I like that. That's Dr. Octopus.
That is...
Says Sentry Robot. I believe it. So, I mean, this one was written This was written not entirely by Jeff Grubb, but by good God, Steve Winter.
Oh Lord!
I mean, is there anything that guy didn't pretend to fraudulently touch? No. So on this one, the only thing wrong when I picked up the box set the other day was that it actually been punched a bit. And so these, if you can see there, turn around.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they're cool. That looks like that I'll read about here.
That's actually really good art just for some...
That's Sid Sigurd Jarlsson. But the cool part was, as always, the crown.
The crown.
I get so excited when I see that. And I have the two of these. Yeah, that's right. Worship me.
Yeah, those are dice.
No, but they're cool dice because they remind me of being young again, and I'm not. I learned that this weekend. So
those are literally some of the worst dice ever produced.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Held them long enough, they chipped and broke off.
No, it doesn't matter. You know, McDonald's hamburgers are about the worst hamburgers ever produced. They sell millions. Anyway, so this is interesting. So we have the Guide to Scenic New York, and what's awesome is that you have.
I should have you copy that, and I can go next time.
You actually, oddly enough, I'm going to move this over a bit. Oddly enough, Skeeter, you can, because you too can go to Rockefeller Center, the city within a city, at 5th and 6th Avenue, NBC, Time Incorporated, Radio City Music Hall. I mean, it's got it all on there. I'm serious. Chinatown.
There.
Yeah. Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, you are a tourist. The Statue of Liberty. I mean, all the stuff is.
It was a Christmas show.
Yep. Anyway, so. And then we have the inside of your New York City guide. There's a sudden letter. And it's a summary of what you have to do in the activity of supervillains. And if I was going to pick a supervillain, let the audience see if they can see. Who would you pick for you of those? Hydra, Kingpin? Oh, that's a super villain group, isn't it?
Well, some of them are groups. Kingpin is his own guy.
All right. Here's more.
I did walk around Hell's Kitchen at midnight in the rain.
By yourself, right?
By myself.
Of course.
The fantastically cool part about that is when I was walking up the street, two people that were walking towards me moved to the other side of the street.
I would have.
I thought that was the greatest thing ever. And then I quickly went back to the hotel.
Wise move. So here's your chance to join the RPGA. I bet you if you send a check, they might not cash it now, so it's pretty cheap. Yeah.
I bet not.
All right. Now we're talking. That is a character card.
Yeah. The Thing.
Yeah. Human Torch. I think that could be you, honestly.
Nope.
Mr. Fantastic?
Nope. Certainly not.
Invisible Girl.
So flip it over and see which Captain Marvel they're actually using. I think this is the...
She looks badass.
This is like she was like the third version, I think, of Captain Marvel. So,
well,
very cool.
Very cool. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. I think it's pretty neat. This is a really large poster map. I'll hold it over here. Comic book thing never nabbed me, says Douglas Zilsdorf, and no. And I don't know why, because honestly, I fit all the nerd parts there. So then we have a very large city block. Yep. You got 7th Avenue and Cleveland Street.
So is that scaled out to use those token cards?
The small token cards, yeah. The other ones are character cards.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
Makes sense. Oh, look. When Skeeter came to visit for we had a convention, and Chuck Wright, who was his frog god, and I and Chuck Wright's wonderful lady friend, Peggy, we all went out to have lunch, and Skeeter decided he hates ramen, but he was really not a big fan of octopus. I don't like
the octopus. Ramen is just, I don't like the ramen house. I don't want a frisbee-sized piece of mushroom and an entire freaking egg in a bowl of wet noodles that I don't particularly care for.
Did you try it? You didn't try the takoyaki.
I don't even know what that is.
That was that was the rice and octopus ball that I ate in front of you.
I didn't get the octopus ball.
I offered it to you, and
something that wasn't going to.
You said pass.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, Dave the Octopus. We got the Fixer. Oops, right there. The Fixer, the Octodroid robot, the Beetle. The Beetle. So these look like a little bit like done like their newspapers. They do obviously, which I was shocked everybody. There's a comic strip there.
Excellent.
You know, if you had Photoshop, you could make that really funny.
Oh. It's a good thing I don't know anybody who's good with Photoshop.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look. Ambush on 7th Avenue. That could be any city.
That's happened.
Yeah. All right. So campaign book, battle book. I think this one, the 2 extras that it came with were the Jeff Grubbs, unfortunately named the Breeder Bomb, and the judge's screen. So there we go.
Jeff has done a lot of work for role playing.
He does,
just a ton.
He has, and the worst part is he doesn't even think he has. He's crazy.
Man,
he's so unpretentious, unlike us.
Oh boy.
That guy, hold on.
What?
It just switched. I was tapping my box set, and it switched the camera.
Well, that sounds dirty when you say it.
Why don't you roll dice there, Skeeter?
I'm going to roll some dice. I'm going to roll the 20-sided dice.
All right.
How are we going to delineate this? I think we're going to go high-low.
All right. Sounds fair. We could go a lot of ways, but that's probably the one that works.
Hey-o. We're going to go high, so box the second that you have left. Time travel role-playing.
Time and time again.
All right. Interesting art style. I'm not opposed to that. I don't know anything about this particular box.
Well, my first thought is it's like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure done in an RPG, but I don't think that's the case.
I don't think so.
So, we got... Wait, there's more.
There's more. Well, that's fantastic start.
So it says the time of shipping, only one of the 3 scenarios in this game had returned from the printer. To receive your free copy...
Zach, yep. Zach, we have a request from the chat room that I'm going to give to you from our friend Job.
Job Bibin?
Yes.
What does he want?
No, read the chat.
For Facebook? Hold on, I got to get to there.
Yeah, come on. I mean, that's for you.
See here. There it is.
From our friend Job. I don't even have anything around here I can be funny with.
All right, hold on. Job? Well, I don't see it. I don't know. You have to read to me, Skeeter.
He's asking for you to show your tits.
No.
Okay.
I've heard about him, though.
That's now over.
Well, no. Well, maybe. There's super chats or thing, aren't they? You give money? No.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to monetize this. I don't think Uncle Matt really expected that.
Well, Uncle Matt's going to become like, Uncle, I can't remember the guy's name now. It's just my tongue. The guy who owned Larry Flint. Uncle Larry Flint, who's going to be next after all that.
Wow.
All right, so back to the actual thing, and no, I won't show them unless I'm paid enough. I love this. This is the best thing I've seen yet. Wait, there's more. So you buy the box set, and they print it, and they leave out 2 of the pieces and let you know. Please don't show this to Bill Webb, because
no, that would be a problem.
He would happily send it and spend the money. It's not the point, but he would think that's cool. I mean, they're letting you know, and I tell you right now, I would be horrified. And we'll send you the 3 scenarios as soon as possible. Thank you. But March 1985. I wonder if it came out. I wonder if anybody knows.
That would be interesting to know if they ever.
Uncle Matt saying, excellent start for a time travel game. Wait, there's more. He's correct. Another start would be like, haven't we already done this? Or,
yeah.
What happens if I killed my father?
We know you enjoyed this the first time, but here's the game.
Go back in time and tell Matt the YouTube channel's a lot of work. Time again, book 1, Temporal Physics, Bureau of Temporal Affairs.
Okay.
World Government, Character Generation, and Voltigeurs Tales. Unarmed Combat looks kind of interesting. So this is set in 1985. So what we got? We got pretty good layout. Looks like pretty standard. The font is the standard. Looks like top secret. Top secret. It's after they changed from Futura, from the DMG. Anyway, so we have a standard picture of the world. Ooh, they used a photocopy of a picture for Greece. All right, no art, but honestly, well, that's a time machine. How can you be so cruel? Yeah. Oh, hey, there's one you recognize. It's a wedding ceremony.
Whoa.
No, sorry. Anyway, so we got a. Looks like they use the famous paintings.
Having like a witch and a duck and a log.
It's actually pretty clever because they use famous paintings and other things in public domain to illustrate it, which I think is actually one of those ideas that I wish that we could get away with, effectively.
Do you?
There are times.
Really?
There are times, but it's not distracting for sure. It looks like there's 7 chapters. I do like their picks for the art. It's all either engravings or other such picks. But here's some examples. All right, let's do this. Skeeter, I'm going to give you some survival skills.
All right.
Tell me if you have any of these.
Stab it.
No, that's not you, but okay.
All right.
You can't jump because you fall.
No, I can jump now.
Can you hide?
Depends on what is trying to find me. If it's police, yes, I can.
If it's work, you can too. No.
Yeah.
Can you scan? Scan is one. It's an abstract combo of listening, smelling, and looking for danger. Huh. Okay. Here's some social skills. How about gambling?
Almost none. I can gamble. I just don't like to.
Okay. Lock picking?
I actually do know how to do that.
You don't drink anymore, so you can't be that one. Romancing. That's the one. That's the one it has to be.
This is a real dicey answer, so I'm just going to keep my
mouth shut. I'm going to quote. Allow me to quote about romancing from time and time again. Okay. Romancing, like drinking, already I'm laughing, is a skill taught by the BTA. It must be the temporal authority. Romancing works like drinking, but the basic attribute is attitude instead of constitution. The skill involves the ability to get what you want whenever you may be from a member, hopefully, of the opposite sex. Boy, that is homophobic.
That is seriously dangerous.
Yeah, wow. Perhaps through charm. It also implies the ability to deflect unwanted advances with the least repercussions. That's actually be handy. It is perhaps most useful.
Would be so useful in so many cases.
In detecting attempts to get something from a character when successfully used. So it's like a seduction, anti-seduction role. Huh. Well,
whatever.
Yeah. And not sold.
Didn't we have this in the James Bond?
Yeah, but that was called seduction, and it was a lot more sophisticated. At least it happened in Monaco. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
be in Monaco.
So basically, the combat looks pretty simple. It's like a D100, and then looks like 1D10 for damage. It has a GM decide D200. Well, there you go. I haven't seen that in a while. Right there. Says a character must roll a skill level.
We need some Zoki dice.
He needs to make that. A character needs to roll his skill level or less on a D200. Right now, I'm picturing the best way to do that.
That's stupid.
I don't know.
If you have to invent a dice for your mechanic beyond the fact that we've already done that for D&D, no. It's too complex. There's already dice out.
Well, you just destroyed the entire gimmick of actually Dungeon Crawl Classics and Fate, all kinds of ones. But I digress. I know. I would go into a little talk about that because I played the One Ring, and the One Ring dice actually, it's a tiny bit different. They actually did make the game pretty cool. So I can't hammer on everybody. All right, book 2, Climate, Terrain, Animals. Yeah, Climate, Terrain, Animals, Technology. That all sounds like stuff I deal with now.
Right.
Money and trade. They use the standard coins. Coins are your choice for the
realms.
Yeah, that's right. There's a caravan. I'm gonna give that to Liz Stewart for the one we're gonna do. And we've got an Alyssa Faden style ship that still has masts.
Nice.
So this is just basic, how to get around. The problem with this is you need GURPS because you're going anywhere in time. So say I'm going to wind up in Rome. Well, what does the Gladius do? Then I'm going to wind up in, I don't know, here, which, what a longsword do? I don't know. Ooh, did it again.
Well, what needs to come back into fashion in this time period is punch in the face.
Funny enough, that's in there. Under ethics and etiquette.
I'm just gonna skip over that.
No. Oh no, Skeeter.
Wave that bitch right there.
No way.
I'm not having any of it.
Oh, here, quote. Now listen here. Eating people is a good example. Rules against no.
Quote.
Eating people is a good example.
Hey now.
Rules against cannibalism are normally a part of ethics.
What?
I'm dead serious. And then it says, in fact, both are natural terms in the way of nature is used. Eating people actually causes concern with neighboring villages and tribes. Well, no shit. Okay, I agree.
Well, yeah, if you find yourself on the menu, you're going to make sure your shit comes correct because you can be eliminated.
Hey, Jim Stanton's smarter than us. He told us how to do a D200.
Did he?
Yeah.
How did he say to do it?
D100 and a D6. 4 to 6 is 100 to 101 to 200. Okay, that's it. No more smart. You're done.
All right.
I can't throw them out of chat, but I'm thinking about it. And then we have just moments before this is supposed to be an adventure, and it has your NPCs, and this is the length of like a Steading of the Hill Giant Chief.
Oh, was it like 8 pages?
Yeah, and the thing is, it says it's missing 2 of them, so they must send you the other 8 pages. It's actually 4 pages, 1 sheet.
Somebody in the chat mentioned that only 1 of the 3 scenarios was ever published. So
I feel scammed.
You bought this.
I did. I bought it in Texas too. I bet I know who I got it from.
God.
Is it from Ingo? I bet it's from Ingo.
Oh goodness.
Anyway, so there's your periodic weapons stuff. This is all just. I'm going to give this a certified meh.
Yeah, I mean that seems about right. I didn't even have to go through all of this to get to the meh.
Yeah, I keep on knocking the books on the table and it switches me to the title card. That's actually kind of cool.
You're freaking me out because I keep thinking I'm getting kicked out of the stream.
That's what you're supposed to think. Okay, you ready for the last one, Skeeter?
I was born ready. Ooh. This is actually an offshoot of this is coming out for 5th edition very soon.
I am not surprised.
In November, actually.
I'm not surprised. So, once again, I'll say what I always say with these box sets. I didn't play 2nd edition. I'm sorry I didn't, but I didn't. And so, when most of these came out, I was into other things. And so, I recognized them from shelves and from all of you talking about all of them at conventions and made me want to buy more. This is one I've heard of more than a few times. I've never seen. I have number 1, but I have 2 copies, and they're both in shrink. And so I actually picked that as one of the ones I rolled for. So I picked number 2 that wasn't.
Fair enough.
I think so. And so, what do you remember about this, Skeeter?
I remember playing through Undermountain for months and months and months and months and months. We went through every supplement, played through the whole thing. It was fantastic. Good times.
Well, let's see who wrote it here.
Campaign.
Thanks to Ed Greenwood. What do you know?
I know Ed is a prolific writer, and you can get caught up in a deep, deep, deep conversation with him very easily.
He didn't write this one.
He may not have.
How do you say the last name? Jean Rabe? Rabe? R-A-B-E?
Rabe?
I've seen her. I've seen her before, and I don't know how to pronounce her name. I feel terrible.
I don't know.
And then Norm Ritchie, and then we have any names here you recognize? No. So, anyway, that means they're unsung heroes. Okay.
Yeah, great writing.
James Stanton says interesting, but not my favorite by a long shot. Well, there's 500s that can be your favorite, so I mean I can get that. But anyway, so this one winds up being 128 with an advertisement to join. Welcome to Elminster's World, the Player's Guide to the Forgotten Realms. Other than that,
you had that too.
Did you? So this has got actual rooms, and these are all rooms that have headers.
I may have all that stuff sitting right down there on the bottom shelf, which I'm going to eventually sell off as a played through bundle of random crap.
Actually, the title of that room is Shredded Wheat, and I have a feeling the wheat is not actual wheat.
It's people.
No, I just know that cannibalism is not a good thing from the ethics section of Time and Again.
Hey, Soylent Green is people.
Yeah, so is Taco Bell. Oh. Ooh. All right, so these are all just, actually what I like is these are all the keyed rooms come in the made book. I've seen lots of books that have really long intros, and although I'm all for it when we're selling books like that, when I actually pick up a book and the first 80 pages are having for me to read to just get in the mood, and I go back and read them sometimes, but sometimes I think that it's more exciting to not know some of those things. So anyway, hey, I know where you've been. Communal bath.
I'm not going to say that I have not.
No, I'm just saying. The communal baths is where you definitely catch the plague. You need a cleric. Yes. Finally I found a use for purified food and water.
Yeah, there you go.
Bundle of random crap isn't bad marketing, says Uncle Matt. I wrote Whisper and Venom, and I think that actually I should be offended.
No, bundle of random crap. I'm going to sell all these played through things that the collectors.
That's the first box set I'm working on up in Jordan. Is the bundle of random crap.
Bundle of random crap.
Except it's not. That's what sucks. I can't use that. So the campaign guide, a very, very, very gold-colored character sheet, and looks like we're part of one. The Adventures. Ooh,
there you go.
Yeah, this is by Donald Bingle. Ring a bell?
Okay.
I want to find some of these guys that wrote all this stuff that I've never heard of, because I bet they have interesting stories of TSR back in the day.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, Donald Bingle, Stephen Shend, Fred Fields, Dan Fraser, Angelica Lokotz, Lokotz, Paul Henchette, and Dennis Kauth. I'm cool though. I'm in. One of my favorites, troglodytes in a raid.
Oh, they smell.
I've been called that once. That was by an English person too. You're like a troglodyte. I was like,
who was it?
Mondu. Oh, a guy I knew in college.
Oh, slap the shit out of him.
Yeah. No.
Take no buff off, no.
I've been called worse, usually by you. So.
European? Hey.
God damn it! My name is next to a swear word all the time.
I have started a cult in your name, so you just shut up and enjoy it.
Hey man, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, so
nothing but love, man.
I think we both had Bill Webb in common as a boss, and he likes really weird puns and kind of some of them great, some of them right there. A fungus among us.
I think we've used that one.
I guess it's not that empty threats. That's what I've got. These are all puns. Oh my God, they're all puns.
Yeah. That was sort of the point of that whole section.
Color coordinated. On the beach. Lord, a wild.
Oh, we're in trouble. Actually, a couple of important people have come into the Facebook chat now.
Oh, who? Do we know anybody important?
Kurt and Alex. No, we don't.
Who, Alex Kammer?
Yeah.
Well, while he's here, I might as well mention, if you're going to Gamehole and you are thinking to yourself, I'm going to play all these... God damn it.
God damn it, Zach.
I know. Once I tap my desk, it goes. Anyway, if you're going to Gamehole and you're saying to yourself, I'm going to play in hours and hours of games, and that's all I'm going to do, you are missing out on one of the best times, and that is the Saturday night auction at 8 o'clock. We have a huge donation of stuff just dropped. There's some great stuff. I think there's a first print brown box that I will not bid on and cannot afford.
I have some stuff right here.
I know, and I'm actually contributing to that one because some people have complained that one of the boxes we actually covered, the Astonishing Swords and Sorcerers of Hyperborea by one Jeff Talanian, that they can't find that anymore because the box set's hard to get and everything else. So Skeeter had there it is, a nice box, and It has a nice dice and everything else in it. I am going to contribute 2 of the signed first adventures, the Rats in the Walls and the Charnel of the Undead Serpent or something like that. The Charnel of the Serpent God. And those are actually, I think, hard to find as well. And so we're going to make one little auction item on that one. So it's not like the brown box will go for $25,000 or something. This will not go for as much. And so you should consider going to the auction to buy those kinds of things. If you're obsessed like we are about things that we don't have time to read and no time to play, go get more at the auction at Gamehole.
and a portion.
A portion.
I don't know the percentage.
It's
a portion of the proceeds.
It depends on. It depends on how much the actual donor wants to give, and most of it's given at 100%. So Extra Life does good. They actually, if you're against children and you're against hospitals, then you can be against Extra Life. Otherwise, you should support them.
Wow. Even I wasn't going that far. Shit balls.
More RPGA for you, Skeeter.
Yay, RPGA.
Oh,
you can get the little mailer.
Well,
customer response card.
Man, I can still answer some of these. Ready?
Is there a fill-in for that?
The number of TSR games I purchase is more than 4 a month. Ooh, that might be true. One item per month. 1 every 3. Blah blah. Okay. I generally purchase more novels than games. No. More games than novels. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. My favorite line of novels would be D&D World. I don't even know what that is. Forgotten Realms, Dragonlance, Ravenloft, Dark Sun, Spelljammer, Greyhawk, Alquadim. So there you go.
No, I'm gonna go with Forgotten Realms or Ravenloft. Actually,
those are choices you can live with. You don't have to be right.
Wow. All right.
And we have looks like that is a lot of walking around underground.
It is. Now, if you were to chop that up into 8x10 sections, that would be how many maps there, Mr. Zach Glazer? That would be 8, wouldn't it?
That would be 8 indeed.
How many of those map sheets do you have in that box set?
Well, boy, I'm taking a look right now. At least 1. No. 1. 2. All right, this one, Ruins of Under Mountain 2, Willow Wood. So that's 8 more. 8 more, and this one is I hate names I can't pronounce. Trobriad's Graveyard. And that's another big cavern. I guess it's under a mountain, so it's going to all be that way. And the last one of them I got is this. The Ruins, Muriel's Gauntlet, which reminds me of Saint Muriel, but it's not the same game.
Yeah, no, not at all. So was that
1, 2, 3, 4 times
8?
That's somebody in the chat tell us what that is.
32, 8.5 by 11 maps. How quaint.
Yes, that's it. That is quaint. Oh man, I don't even want to bring it up. Oh, all right. Anyway, so then you have the handout cards. I love these, and actually, Edwin and I worked on the City of Brass. We came up with more of those to put with the maps in those map packs because I thought they just made it a little more fun for players to go. I'm going to go to the tavern. What's to drink? And you hand them a menu, and then I'm going to go down to merchant. Here's the list, and I feel like buying illegal drugs down at the corner black market. Well, here are your choices, right?
Who doesn't?
I know it. Well, it's in Barsgate. There's a Beggar's Guild. So anyway, see if this has got a Dungeons and Illusions on it. And roll my D12, Skeeter.
I am on that. Here is the D12. 11.
You get, okay. This was, you hear audible illusions of heartbeats. Within a certain hollow room, make the PCs believe they're hearing their own heartbeats increase. There's like the telltale heart, dude, following you around.
Yeah. I kind of get that sometimes.
So mechanical traps. You just need Grimtooth for that. Mechanical traps. Oh, swinging blades, contact poisons, 9 kinds of gas.
Where's Tom Tullis when we need him?
That's just 9, he would say. You like, hold my nacho.
Right.
Furniture spikes and magical trap that causes you Everard's Everard's Black Tentacles.
Ooh.
Sounds like a Japanese TV show.
Heyo.
Heyo. And, oh man, tongue-tied. When this trap is triggered, all within 10 by 10 are subject to the effects of a filter of stammering and stuttering. Victims do not receive a saving throw. That is the designer's crappy way out of everything. You do not receive a saving throw.
Sometimes you just have to suffer.
No, I do it all the time. I'm just saying that that is a sign of it, though. And like the other one I love is for me, I want to always like limit death saves in 5e. I know I'm bad. So Skeeter, those are the three we got. We got Undermountain, we've got Time and Again, and we have the Marvel.
Awesome.
I already know what our least favorite is, Skeeter.
Time travel.
Oh, I thought Undermountain was kind of shitty. No, yeah, time travel.
I like Undermountain.
I know. I actually like it too. I just thought it was funny because when you open a box and it says, "Hey, it's not all here," when it's brand new, that sets the relationship up for being sort of questionable.
I am in the camp with Jason Gardner, and I am a fan of Mega Dungeons.
Well,
and Undermountain is definitely one of the most famous, we'll call it, Mega Dungeons.
Well, in our hobby, that was a bold statement. I'm a fan of Mega Dungeons.
The most famous.
I'm teasing. I'm
going to stand by my statement.
No, you should, because Greg Gillespie wrote Barrel Maze, and I know Michael Curtis did the crazy one where they locked all the insane inmates in the asylum. They just closed the top over them. There was Stone Hell.
There's a ton of Mega Dungeons, but for strictly what more people have probably played and know of, Undermountain.
I believe it.
They just do.
I believe it. I actually, someday I'll have time to play one of those. All right, everybody, this has gone long. Thank you very much. Sorry we're started a little bit late. I was talking to Skeeter, trying to make sure the audio worked, and it sort of worked. Now watch. I'm gonna hit my hand. I'm hitting my hand on the desk, and it's gonna bring us out. Yeah, it did.
That's amazing. Hey, we didn't get the fireball.
Oh, hold on. No, we didn't.